Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Michelle Moreus and I make art tutorials that are fun, easy, and accessible for everyone. Before we get into the video, please subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment below. I subscribed and I'll be sure to get back to each and every one of you. So I'm going in with my pan pastels and I'm adding the color to represent the background, leaves, and light coming through. And I'm just blending right on the paper. Now, if you can't find the perfect color that you're looking for, you can mix the pan pastels right on another sheet and then add them as you need them to your drawing. So we're going to do a quick little color study here with the pan pastels. Your primary colors, your yellow, your red, and your blue. I'm just putting those down and I'm just going to show you how on a simple piece of printer paper I can blend those colors together to create some new tones. Now the Pure Color box has 20 colors in it, so there are plenty of greens and bright tones and everything you might need. But in case you do need that perfect color and you need to blend, this is how you do it. So the printer paper is really smooth and you just put the two colors down and then blend them together and put them on your drawing. Now you can change out those colors or you can blend them right on the paper. So I've added down a yellow, now I'm adding down a blue, and we've got a little green. So it's very easy to make up all kinds of new colors. So we're just going in with some green. Now we're going to do some purple, a little red and blue, mixing them right on the paper, and then adding them in. Now you can also mix white with these, and all of these sets come with white and black, and you can lighten those colors up with the white. The beauty of pan pastels is that they're pure pigment and there's no binder. So the pans last a really long time and you can get a real vivid range of tones. So I'm just going to throw down a little bit of white just to show you how you can blend right on the paper to lighten things up a little bit with the white. And then you can go in with some black and do shadows and blend all those pure colors in with the black to get a deeper shade. So it's really easy. You can get creative with it. The color sets have a huge range, so you probably don't need to really be blending a lot. But if you do need that perfect color, like I blend all those colors together and I got that brown tone. I know people were asking me on my groups, how do you get brown? You just mix those three primaries together and you can get all different shades of brown. So we're back to our dog, and I always like to put down a kind of brighter base layer down or an underpainting so that when you go ahead and go on top with your details, all those rich tones show through to the final layer. I do like to keep my whites pure. Anything that's going to be really light at the end of my drawing, I like to keep those pretty white from the beginning. Reason for this is it's just easier not to have to try to put a light color over top of a dark. The pan pastels and the stick pastels and the pencils are very soft. The pencils are harder, but it sometimes gets difficult to put a really light tone on something that you've already done dark. It can get muddy, and if you like to keep the really crisp highlight, do that from the very beginning. So you see me going back into the background. I really needed to darken up that part around the dog a little bit in some spots to give it a little bit more depth. And I really like to do the background first so that the dog is in the area so that the little furs are going to go over the background and it doesn't look like you just cut and pasted and put the dog on some background. I like those little stray little furry parts to go over the background rather than have the background be kind of cut out around the dog. So at this stage, before you get in with all your details, just double check your background that it's dark enough and it's, you know, the way that you want it, so that when you're going in with all those details, that it's going to really come together nicely and not look like that dog's just pasted on there. So it's important to remember that you don't have to draw every little hair in the drawing. You want to represent certain parts can be very detailed, but some other parts like that are farther away can be more blurry. And the beauty of pastels is they blend so beautifully together that you can get those kind of blurry looks. So like the back of the dog or the back end of the dog doesn't have to have as much detail as maybe the ear or the nose or the mouth. The thing that's closest to you should have the most detail, and the things that are farther away should be more blurry or not as much detail. Doesn't have to be blurry, but just not as much detail. And you could go crazy with the details. You know, you could spend hours and hours putting in every little hair. But I think that, you know, when you look at a painting, you don't necessarily see everything. You want to represent the value changes and give the dog its shape, like the side of the nose and the eyes behind the nose. You want to give those illusions that everything is there, but you don't have to put in every little hair and every little detail. And you'll see I put in detail and then I'll blur it out a little bit. So I just kind of go back and forth around the drawing and decide where I need more and where I need less. And then those areas where I need less, I just blend it in more. If you're enjoying my content, please leave me a comment below. I really look forward to hearing from each and every one of you, and I do get back to all of you. Thank you so much for joining me. Please subscribe to my channel, maybe give me a thumbs up, and happy art!